The Marine veteran seen placing Jordan Neely in a chokehold on the subway is now expected to be criminally charged. Good evening. I'm Christine Johnson.
I'm Maurice Dubois. Protesters have been calling for the Manhattan DA to charge Daniel Penny since that video became public.
And now, as CBS 2's Bauman reports, the DA is set to charge Penny with second-degree manslaughter when he's arrested tomorrow.
Sources tell CBS 2 that Daniel Penny is expected to surrender to police Friday morning. He'll then be arraigned here, and the court will determine whether or not to set bail. If found guilty, Penny could face up to 15 years in prison. 10 days after Jordan Neely died.
Justice for Jordan Neely!
And more than a dozen protests later, the Manhattan District Attorney announced Thursday second-degree manslaughter charges for Daniel Penny, the 24-year-old Marine veteran seen holding him in a chokehold on the subway.
Accountability, is key to make changes.
We want to see this man prosecuted.
Neely was a 30-year-old subway performer who witnesses told police had been acting erratically and begging for food before Penny intervened.
Second-degree manslaughter is when someone recklessly causes the death of another.
New York Law School professor Kaminsky.
What does that say to you or not say to you about how the DA's office is viewing this case?
Well, I would say it certainly tells us that they're taking this seriously and that they've determined that there was conduct that was engaged in by Mr. Penny where he had knowledge of the conduct that he was engaging in, that he understood that putting a chokehold on someone created the circumstances under which there was a substantial and unjustifiable risk of death. So that's very different from saying it was an accident.
Penny's attorney said in part he stepped in to protect himself and his fellow New Yorkers. We are confident that once all the facts and circumstances surrounding this tragic incident are brought to bear, Mr. Penny will be fully absolved of any wrongdoing. Homeless advocates call his arrest the first step on a long road.
I don't think that just incarcerating one person is going to take care of the issues that we need to, which are a lot bigger.
While Mayor Adams never called for charges against Penny, he did admit the city failed Neely.
We need to make sure we prevent these things from happening.
It is interesting to know that this charge is coming before a grand jury decision to indict. Neely's family attorney has declined to comment, but is expected to speak to the media on Friday. From Lower Manhattan, Bauman, CBS 2 News.